for joining today. I hope you are feeling well. And just a quick shout out to Debbie, Amy, Julie, Doug, Lindsay, and anyone else who might be joining us this morning. We will go ahead and get started in Shavasana. You are probably going to want, like we typically use, a pillow block or even a rolled towel, and also maybe a strap. Well, you can use a rolled towel as well for that, for some of the arm poses we'll be doing. So if you want to lie back on your mat, just using this time to check in with your body and how it feels. Noticing if there's anything that feels tight, maybe shoulders, neck, maybe low back, maybe through the legs. And on your exhale, maybe trying to release that tightness that you're feeling. Bringing in awareness to your breath and how it feels on the inhale and the exhale. And on your next inhale, we're going to take a nice breath for a count of 6. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause here. And then slowly exhale everything out, taking the belly buttons all the way to the spine to squeeze out that last bit of air. And then take one more counted breath at your own pace, inhaling slowly for 6. Pausing at the top of your breath, and then exhaling everything out slowly. And noticing that taking the belly buttons to the spine and that squeeze of the abdomen should be part of your practice in your poses to keep the core tight and protect the low back. And then gently, maybe even without opening the eyes, we're going to make the number 4 with our legs, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, and then interlacing the fingers behind the right leg, pulling that leg in towards the chest, just gently rocking left and right to massage the spine. And release. Do the same on the opposite, bringing that right ankle over the left thigh, pulling the legs in towards the chest, gently rocking left and right. Releasing the legs down to the mat. We're going to roll onto our right side, using a pillow or block under the head. Interlace the fingers behind the back, open up through the chest, take a nice deep breath in, open your mouth inside. Staying here, we're extending into the stretch, release the fingers, stretch the hands nice and long, and maybe take that top foot and step the foot to the mat behind you. Just feeling the body stretch. And then gently lower the left leg back down to the mat. Roll yourself over. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Interlace the fingers behind the mat. Open up through the chest. Drawing the belly buttons in again. always, take a nice deep breath in, open the mouth and sigh. And if you want to extend into the stretch here, release the hands, stretch the fingertips out nice and long, and step that right foot to the mat behind you, peeling open through the right side of the body. Gently lower the right leg down, and using the right hand to push yourself into a seated position. Let's ground through the sits bones, just gently allowing them flat on the mat, and then just straighten through the back as if a ball is rolling from the base of the spine and it comes out through the top of the head. So the chin is down just slightly, and the chest and heart is upward towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to place the palms on the mat. We're going to slowly start to bring the right hand up. Keep the palm flexed so that it stays at a 90-degree angle to the arm as you slowly start to lift it and press the hand away from you as if you're pushing against the far wall. Exhale, rotate the fingertips down, lengthen through the top of the arm, tilt the head towards the opposite shoulder. Not all the way, just till you feel the stretch through the arm. Gently lower that foot down. Same on the opposite side. Slowly start to lift the palm up. Pressing the hand away from you. Exhale, tip the fingertips down. Tilt the head towards the opposite shoulder. Lowering that hand down. Both hands up, pressing the palms away from you. And on the exhale, rotate the fingertips down, really lengthen through the tops of the hands, arms. Turn the hands and release the fingers. Gaze over the left shoulders and chin up. Inhale. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Bring your gaze through center, over the opposite shoulder, and chin up again. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Bring your gaze back to center. Release the hands. Bring the arms all the way up. Lengthen through the body, but don't take the arms all the way to the ears. Keep them down and back with the chest lifted. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly coming up. Roll the shoulders up to the ears now and down the back. Opening up nice through the chest. We're going to take the right hand, place the hand right behind the head, and we're going to turn and gaze towards that arm and that side of the body, gazing at the elbow, letting the elbow go first towards the back bone. Exhale, bring the body back to center. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, open. Take the elbow towards the back bone. Exhale, come back to center. Release that hand down. Do the same on the opposite side. Bring the hand up, behind the head. Opening. Turn and gaze towards that left elbow. Come back to center. One more time. Open. Come back to center. Release the hand down. Inhale, bring the right arm up. This is where you might want a towel or one of your straps. After the right hand is up, we're going to exhale, drop it down behind the back, and bring the left hand up to meet so the fingertips are touching. If they aren't, you can use a strap or a towel to make up the difference. And this is just helping to open through the chest a little more. On the opposite side, so inhale, the left arm is high. Exhale, drop the hands down and bring the right hand up to the back. Legs out nice and long in front of us. We're hip openers and starting with whichever leg you'd like first. Just guiding the leg through hip circles. You can either cradle the foot or hold it with both hands. Releasing that foot down, bounce out the knees, we'll do the same on the opposite side. Rocking the leg, moving the hip in circles. Down, grounding through the sits bones, sitting up nice and tall, lifting through the chest. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Shoulders are still down from the ears, and we're going to fold forward, reaching for the toes. Exhale. Inhale while we stay here. Grow longer through the back. Exhale, see if you can fold further forward. Inhale, coming up slowly. I'm going to come into all fours. We're going to start cat-cow from here. So on your next exhale, round up through the tummies. Coming into the shoulders, drop the head, tuck the chin. And then inhale, come into cow, drop the tummies, shoulders, pull towards the back. One more time each way, slowly round up into cat. And then reverse it. Coming into cow. And then just come into neutral back. We're going to keep the arms straight and just drop the chest in. So not drop through the tummies, keep the tummies straight. It might look like that from the side view, but we're just peeling the shoulders back without bending the elbows so that the shoulders are coming to the back. Do that one more time. Just sink down into the arms. Take the shoulders towards the back. Coming back up. We're going to take the right hand, turning it to the outside and then back towards the knees. Don't put the palm all the way down on the mat. Keep it lifted. We're just going to sink back into the hips slightly and bring the palm further off the mat, stretching the fingers. Coming back up, release the hands, bringing the fingers forward again on the mat, and on the left side, turn the left fingertips towards the knee, lift through the palm, sink back into the hips, bending through the elbow. Back up onto the hand, release. Bring the fingertips forward again and sink into child's pose, taking the knees wide. Forehead resting on the mat. Maybe massaging the head. Inhale all the way back up into tabletop. We're going to do thread the needle here, starting on the right. Inhale up the right arm. And then exhale, thread through, come down onto the right shoulder, right temple. Inhale up the left arm. And if you want, place that right hand behind the opposite hip, taking the bind, and even take the left leg out long behind your foot flexed, toes pointed down. And also rest the toes on the mat. Lowering that leg down, hand down, pressing back up into neutral. And on the left side, inhale up the left arm. Opening up through the chest, then thread through. Come down onto the left shoulder, left temple. Inhale up the right arm. Taking a bind, placing the hand behind the hip. Right leg comes out nice and long, foot flexed. Bring that leg down, hand down, pressing back up into neutral. Walk the palms one step forward, slowly come all the way down to the mat. And right here we're going to press up into Cobra and hold. This is an extension of the back. Breathing here, chest gaze is forward, shoulders are down and back, not up by the ears. Exhale, slowly come down. Inhale, press up again. And hold. Last time, inhale, press up, shoulders are down and back, just lifted. Coming up as high as possible in the pose. Really extending through the back. You'll probably start to feel it in the arms too. Exhale into child's pose. Curl your toes under, come to downward facing dog. Pedaling up the feet. And when you're ready, bring the right leg up. Nice and long. And then step it between the hands. Come up into that crescent lunge, keeping that back foot nice and long. Chest is forward, hips are forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, take them back behind you, interlace the fingers again, opening up through the chest, slight back bend here. Exhale, bring the nose towards the knee. Release the hands, down to frame the foot, come down onto the back knee. Flip the back toes out, heel to that right foot to the edge of the mat. And we're going to stay right here in this extended lunge. So you can keep the foot flat on the mat or roll to the outside edge, whatever is easier, and even come down onto your forearms. Focusing on your breath here, working to open through the hips, imagining that as you inhale, you're creating space in any of the tight muscle networks that you're feeling. Long arms, heel to that right foot, to the left wrist, to come into vision. Your shin can be parallel to the top of the mat, or your foot can be drawn in, whichever is more comfortable. Trying to keep the hips still forward. The back leg should rotate internally to the body to keep the hips forward. And come down onto your forearms, or stay up high. Focusing on the breath here. sits bones come down to the mat. The right foot is going to come to the inside of the left thigh. Left hand to left foot. Right arm overhead. Stacking through the shoulders. And a nice stretch through the right side. Inhale, bring the hands back to the top of the mat. You come into downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Left hand now, or left hand, left foot up. Reach the toes, and on the exhale, bring that left foot between the hands. Staying in the crescent lunge. Back heel is still active. Bring the hips and chest forward. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace the fingers, slight back bend here. Exhale, nose to knee. And release the hands from the feet. We're going to heel toe the left foot over towards the edge of the mat. Lower down onto the back knee. Flip the back toes out. Staying in this long lunge. You can come down onto your forearms and roll to the outside edge of your foot. Or stay in long arms and flat foot. Open the tightness in the muscles and joints. Coming up into long arms, heel toe the left foot over to the right wrist to come into pigeon. Again, back leg rotates internally to keep the hips and chest forward. You can stay up or come down onto your forearms here. Long arms. We're going to take this right hip, rotate it back, and bring the left foot to the inside. Right foot. Right hand to right foot. Inhale the left arm up and over so the shoulders are stacked. Inhale, bring the hands back to the top of the mat. Come into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Hop, step, or float forward. Heel toe the feet out wider than hip distance. Using the two piece fingers, grab the big toe, cap it with the thumb. And on the exhale, pull the chest down towards the thighs, letting the head hang heavy. And on your inhale, take the bend out of the knees and put the stretch in the arms. Still keeping that tension or release in the neck. One more time, exhale, pull the chest down, bend the knees. Inhale up, release the hands from the feet, grab opposite biceps and just hang. Letting the head hang heavy. Gently swaying left and right. Maybe shaking the head, no. I will not have negative thoughts and negative speak. And shaking the head, yes. I'll have positive thoughts and positive speak. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Heel toe the feet in hip distance or 2 fists width apart. Inhale up to halfway lift, lengthen through the base of the spine and the top of the head, keeping the gaze down. We'll do a few sun salutations. So on the exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, pressing through the feet, sweep the arms all the way up. Palms meet, hands come to heart center, forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg steps back, left, vinyasa. up dog. Downward facing dog. Up, step the foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Hands through heart center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, hands down right leg. Left. Vinyasa. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Up, step your foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the arms up, palms meet. Hands through heart center. Fold. Inhale, up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg. Left. Slowly coming down into plank. The toes up, down. Downward facing dog. One more time. Up, step your foot forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Hands to the right center. Forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right, left, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Up, step your foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. And step just the right leg back. Left leg stays forward. Back toes turn out, coming up into warrior one. So hips and chest are all tracking forward. Open into warrior two, gaze over that left hand. We're going to do a bow and arrow here. Back arm straight up. Lower the hand as if you're grabbing an arrow. Come up, bring it forward, and back, and release. Inhale, up and back again. Bring the arms straight up, grab an arrow. Inhale up, forward, pull back, release. Two more this way. Inhale, all the way up and back. Grab an arrow. Up, forward, pull back, release. Make sure that you're still holding into that nice warrior pose. Feet in the right spot, belly buttons into spine. Forward, pull back, release. Coming into warrior one, we're going to try and lift up onto that front foot. So you can keep the back foot just on the toes or lift up. You keep the right arm back or bring it forward. We're just balancing on that front foot. Slowly come up to standing, bring that right foot right beside the left and then cross it over. We're going to come into eagle pose, left arm under the right. And while the arms are interlocked, use that to pull back on the shoulders. Feeling that opening through the back shoulders. Slowly release the hands under the legs, pedaling up the feet. Now we're going to take the right foot, keep it planted, step back into the left. Warrior one pose. Back foot turned out. Hips forward. Open warrior two. Gaze over that front hand. Bow and arrow again. Inhale up. Arrow. Forward. Pull back. Release. Again. Inhale up. Arrow. Forward. Back. Release. Up. Arrow. Pull back. Release. start to hinge forward, leading through that right arm. Lift the left leg slowly up the mat. Again, keep that left arm back. Walking forward. Balancing on that left foot. Reaching through the right arm. Slowly bringing the left leg down. You're going to cross it over top of the right. Sink into eagle pose. Left arm underneath the right this time. Gently release the arms and then the legs. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up, palms meet, hands to right, center forward, fold. Right leg back, left. Slowly coming down into plank with the toes up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming into child's pose from here. Lower down onto the knees. And maybe leave the arms rest. You want to grab the heels and let the arms just fall heavy. Awareness to your breath here. Inhale, slowly coming back up. Across the legs, through, coming into seated. Lie down onto our mats to set up for bridge pose. You might want a pillow or block with you. From here, we're going to make sure our fingertips can touch our heels. And when you're ready, inhaling, lifting the bellies up. Interlacing the fingers, draw the shoulders underneath the back. Release the shoulders one vertebrae at a time. Tapping the hips 3 times at the bottom to release negative energy. Coming happy baby, grabbing the insides of the feet. Driving the knees down on either side of the chest. And gently rocking left and right. Massaging the spine. Releasing the hands from the feet, take the feet straight up to the ceiling. You can stay right here or use a block or pillow underneath the low back. If you want to take this further, you can come into reverse shoulder stand. Using the hands to support the low back, making sure not to look left or right to protect the muscles in the neck. Okay, just good. Any pillow or block you might have been using. Heel toe the feet out wider than the mat. Drop the right knee into center. You can leave the left leg locked upright. Cross the ankle over the opposite leg. Just to help release through the hip a bit more. inhale, bring the right leg up. Plant the right foot this time, drop the left knee into the center, and that right leg can cross over the left. Come back up, heel toe the feet into center, coming into supine twist. Right leg over left, both legs falling to the left. And take your gaze to the right. Gently bring the legs back to center, reversing that left over right, both legs falling to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Recline, butterfly, feet together, knees falling apart. With each exhale, trying to release hips a little further, allowing everything to fall loose onto the mat. Taking the feet out to the corners of the mat, letting them fall open. Pull the shoulders under slightly, palms up. If a thought comes into your mind, acknowledge it. But take your awareness back to a counted breath by touching your thumb to each one of your fingers. Completely relaxed. sometimes accidents happen without warning, but sometimes the universe is giving us a nudge, a sign. We don't have to become paranoid. We don't have to think every event means something, but we can trust ourselves to recognize a sign when we see one. Gently using your left hand to push yourself into a seated position. Hands to heart center. Take 2 healing, energy-sending breaths. On our first breath, seeing someone in our mind's eye who needs a healing energy. Inhaling that person into your heart and showering